meron doon ilang Chinese nationals na hindi nakalusot. I need the names of those Chinese nationals na hindi nakalusot. At gusto ko malaman kung yung ba ibinangga nyo sa record ng NBI, ng NSA, ng ISAF, ng NICA, kung sino mga ito. Kapag hindi nyo binigay sa amin yan, magkakalintikan tayo. And to think, maraming beses na nangyari ito. Again, salamat kay Senator Francis Tolentino at nagkaroon ng ganitong klaseng hearing at magkakabukingan. Pasalamat kayo sapagkat ako'y meron pang atin na hearing at 10 a.m. dahil ako'y committee chair ng energy. Kundi, marami sana malalampaso sa inyo sa araw na ito. But with that, hanggang dito lang muna. Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Tanungan. Again, wala akong pagtutol sa ginagawang anti-human trafficking drive ng ating mga otoridad. Pero ilagay po natin sa tama at ilagay po natin sa patas. Now, let's talk about national security. Tanong ko po sa ating mga taga-immigration, ilan na po ang mga foreign nationals na naharang ninyo na may hawak po na Philippine passport that was obtained through fraudulent means? I know marami na po. In fairness po sa inyo sa immigration, marami na kayong mga naharang na mga Chinese nationals, foreign nationals, holding Philippine passport na hindi dapat. And yet, nung mahuli sila po ba ay nakulong? Sa ating mga kulungan, nakulong sila sa immigration facilities, detention facilities, pero hindi po sila nakatikim ng pagkakulong sa ating mga city jail o sa ating penitentiary. Ang tanong ko ngayon, doon sa ating mga taga-immigration, yung po mga naharang ninyo na mga foreign nationals na may hawak na mga passport to fraudulent means, meron na bang nakulong na mga taga-civil registrar's office? Meron na bang nakulong na mga taga-NSO? Or PSA, sorry. Ito atang bago, PSA. Philippine Statistics Office. Dahil ang modus operandi nito mga foreign nationals ay magti-take over ng identity ng mga kababayan natin. Or sila po ay magpapalate register sa pakikipagsabwatan ng Civil Registrar's Office at ng PSA. Bingo, nakakuha sila ng legit na dokumento at yan ay ipipresenta sa DFA para sa isang passport. Wala ko nakikita kasalanan ng DFA because ministerial lamang ang kanilang job. Ministerial meaning kung ano ipipresenta sa kanilang dokumento, as long as that is legit, ipoprocess nila. So ang problema ay nasa Civil Registrar's Office at sa PSA. Ang tanong ko ngayon sa immigration, meron na bang napakulong na mga taga-Civil Registrar's Office at mga taga-PSA? Kung meron, I need you to submit that to this committee kay Chairman Francis Tolentino kung ilan na ang napakulong. Pero I doubt it. Wala pang napapakulong. Bakit? Maraming pera itong mga foreign nationals. Isa pang concern na aking i-raise dito ay yung pagtawag ni Colonel Roderick Campo, Chief of Aviation Security Unit ng NCR, kay General Dionisio Robles para harangin sana ang paglipad ng nasabing eroplano na ating pinag-uusapan ngayon. At si Colonel Robles ay tumawag sa isa pang tao para kumonsulta. At sa pagpapasapasahan ng tawagan, nakalipad ang eroplano. Pero Colonel Roderick Campo knows better na na hindi niya dapat tinatawagan si Robles. Ang dapat ginawa, alam to ni Campo, dapat ginawa niya ay tumawag na siya agad-agad sa tower. At yung tower ay tatawag kay Major General Ricardo Banayan. At kapag sinunod lang sana ni Colonel Campo yung nabanggit kong proseso, tower, control tower, and then control tower will call General Banayat, then napigil sa ng eroplano. Bakit? Sinadya na tawagan ang maling tao sapagkat ang tanong, magkanong halaga? And I believe ito po'y away ng MIA, ng immigration, ng customs, ng quarantine, at kung ano pa mga otoridad sa airport, away ito ng turf. Nagkabukulan. Mabuti nga nagkabukulan. Dahil kung hindi nagkabukulan, hindi sana tayo nag-uusap ngayon. Sana magkaroon na ng mga proseso upang mapigilan ito. Proseso meaning, dumaan na sa tamang proses ang lahat ng pasahero, commercial man o chartered flight. What makes them so special? My suggestion is maglagay ng isang processing center para sa mga chartered flights. Sipakin na yan yung mga VIP, super VIP treatment na sila ay nakapasok sa isang restricted area, hinahatid pa hanggang tarmac, tanggalin na yan. Dapat meron isang processing center na tulad ng mga regular passengers, dadaan sila sa butas ng karayom, kinakapkapan, dumadaan sa biometrics, in-extra yung kanilang mga kargamento, etc. Failure to do so meaning gusto nyo pa rin magkaroon ng mga maliligayang araw. Na itong dahilan kung ba't tayo nandito para putulin na ang mga kabalastugan na pinanggagawa ninyo. And I have another question. Who is really in charge sa pag-operate sa NAIA? Who is in charge? Sa security, who is in charge? Yung mga civilian guards o yung APSECO? MIA, CAAP, Customs, sinong in charge sa inyo? Natuturuan. And lastly, gusto ko pong magbigay ninyo sa committee na ito yung pangalan ng mga Chinese nationals, mga well-wishers yung naghahatid or hindi nakapasok sa eroplano sapagkat naharang nagkabukingan na sa loob ng van. Meron doon ilang Chinese nationals na hindi nakalusot. I need the names of those Chinese nationals na hindi nakalusot. At gusto ko malaman kung yung ba ipinangga nyo sa record ng NBI, ng NSA, ng ISAP, ng NICA, kung sino mga ito. Kapag hindi nyo binigay sa amin yan, magkakalintikan tayo. And to think
by Mr. Pinpin to form parts of the records of these proceedings and be marked as Exhibit C.
He complied, Your Honor, with the show cause order on February 27, 2023.
With the indulgence of Senator De La Rosa, just one question addressed to Mr. Pinpin. Ang nakalagay dito sa affidavit mo, transitioning ka. So, ang pagkakaalam ko sa transitioning, yung dokumento, ito turnover ko, yung naiwan kong mga gawain, ito turnover ko, mostly office work ito. Nasa opisina kayo, ito turnover ko sa yung folder, ito yung ginawa ko. Kung kanino man, kung sino yung naging kapalit na malalaman natin mamaya. Does transitioning include operational work? Nandun ka pa sa field, kasama ka pa doon sa loob, kasama ka pa sa supervisory, nandun ka pa sa execution. Hindi ba yung transitioning? Transitioning na ako. Ito na yung ano ko February 9 pa ako natapos. Ito na yung mga papel ko. Tapos na yan. Turnover ko na yan. Kung may tanong ka, pag-usapan natin dito. Pero yung tactical, operational, ay hindi nakasama. Hindi na transitioning yon. Ano explanation mo doon, Mr. Benpin?
Sir,
Sir, during that time nga po, I will elaborate po. Yung PO ko,
Effective immediately.
Yes.
Nangyari ito February 13. Ikaw ay na-relieve na February 9.
sir, yung PO po I received was on February 9. Prior to receiving my personal order po, sir, I was on medical leave from February 7 to 10. February 10 was a Friday. I reported for the next working day, which was on a Monday po, sir, February 13. Kaya po nung time na yon, I was at NAIA Terminal 3 winding up all my official business po sa POD. Kaya po nandun.
So alas 7 ng gabi, kasama sa transitioning yon.
Sir,
Ano man yung ginagawa nila sa, di ba, kasabanggit ko lang, anong definition ba ng transitioning? Pumasok ka siguro sa umaga, ito na yung folder ko, magpirmahan tayo, turnover na. Hindi naman siguro, kasama pa ako sa operations.
Sir, yung position
Sino
previous...
pumalit sa'yo?
Sir, yung previous position ko nga po, dahil na-abolish po yung POD, actually medyo magulo pa po yun sa transition namin kasi before po, yung special flight operations was centralized po sa POD. Once na yung POD,
May POD.
Port Operations Division po, sir. Nung na-dissolve po yung Port Operations Division, yung mga special flights was distributed among the terminals po. During that time,
Kailan na-dissolve yung POD?
February 9 din po, sir.
February 9 din. Ba't mo alam? Akala ko pa may sakit ka nun.
Sir, kasi po, may Viber group po kami, sir. Doon yung mga PO, tsaka yung mga... sa airport po kasi may mga Viber group kami. Nandun po yung mga issuances po coming from the Commissioner's Office, yun sa DOJ, para po for guidance po namin.
Ano to sinasabing issue na nagkaroon na, nakarinig ka ng issue during that day sa Viber group mo lang ito? Kasi transitioning ka, nakarinig ka ng issue, bigla ka pumunta ngayon doon sa aeroplano na.
Sir, ano po,
Ganun kalayo yung opisina mo dati doon sa aeroplano sa tarmac na yan? Like to acknowledge the arrival of Senator Jinggoy Estrada, who's also a member of this committee. Ganun kalayo? Tinakbo mo, may narinig kang issue?
hindi po, sir.
Viber? Sabi mo, may Viber group eh.
Ano po yun, I heard, nung nasa General Immigration Area po ako, sa Terminal 3, yun nga po,
Saan ba ang opisina mo? Kahit sa di ba, General Aviation Area,
Yes, po.
transitioning ka, magto-turnover ka na. Interesado ko pa rin sa mga nangyayari. Kahit sa lahat na, sasali ka pa rin doon?
Sir, kasi po, yung my position was the Deputy Chief for Monitoring. Among my duties and responsibilities po, sir, was the monitoring of all the commercial and special flights po sa under ng POD and also to ensure that there is sufficient number of immigration.
So kahit na-relieve ka na, pasok ka pa rin doon?
Sir, as I was saying po, nag-turnover pa po ako nung time na yun, nasa transition period. Kasi meron po kaming principle sa airport po, yun sa operations na pag nasa operations ka, you cannot leave your post until you are properly relieved po.
Na-relieve ka na eh, February 9 nga eh.
Sir, wala pa po kasi during that time po, wala pa po akong kapalit. Kaya po nung
Natanggap mo February 10. Nangyari tong incident na to February 13.
Yes, sir. Kasi po,
Tatlong araw ka nang nagtatransisyon.
sir, weekend po yung February 11 and 12 po, sir.
Ha? Weekend yung February 11 at February 10 is a Friday.
Yes po, February 10 was a Friday po.
Oo. Anong oras ka ba nag-report ng February 13?
Mga hapon na po ako nag-report, sir, kasi
Yun ang usual working hours mo hapon.
yung ang duty ko naman po is flexible tsaka on call. Minsan po pag talagang kailangan kung
Hindi, wala ka ng duty noon kasi nag-transition ka na, turnover na eh. Turnover na nung after 3 days. So, 10, 11, 12, 13, after 4 days. So, ano yung issue narinig mo? Nandito sa affidavit mo, while doing my routine work at that day, I was at the NAIA Terminal Immigration Area when I overheard a conversation among fellow BI officers that there was an issue with quick turnaround special flight which departed at around 7 p.m. Ito nakakuha ng attention ko. While doing my routine work that day, you do not have a routine work that day because you are already transitioning. Your routine work is when you are regularly doing an assignment But in this case, you have been relieved and you acknowledge here in your paragraph 2 that I was already, quote-unquote, transitioning to my next assignment. So, in effect, you are not in a regular, routinary mode. You are now transitioning. To turn over mo na yung gamit mo sa kapalit mo, alas 4. Ito ha. Book, ikaw yung kapalit ko. Galingan mo ha. Ito na, may tawagan na lang ako kung may mali ako. Kung may gusto kang i-clarify. So, you are not doing any routine work that day because you were already relieved February 9.
Sir,
So, nagkabalubuluktot na itong statement mo rito. Hindi ka na routinary that day. Sana nilagay mo dito while doing my transitioning. Di ba?
I'm sorry, sir. I am not a lawyer po. Pero, yun
So,
nga-
hindi na routine yung ginagawa mo eh. Hindi na yung normal work mo yan eh. Na ikaw pa rin yung nagsusupervise. Transitioning ka na, turnover ka na, paalis ka na. Papunta ka na dun sa Regional Intelligence Office. Tama ba?
sir,
Nagpapaalam ka na, babay, dapat nagdala ka na lang dun ng cake o ng iyong despedida. Paalis na ako, babay.
Sir,
Hindi na routinary.
Sir, tinatapos ko na nga lang po yung mga trabaho ko noon. Tapos yun nga po, yung the term na about the quick turn.
How far was it from Terminal 3?
Parang mga 10 to 15 minutes po.
Ayun.
Opo.
So nakarinig ka ng issue, nagpapaalam ka na, nagdidispedida ka na, turnover ka na, nagbiyahe ka pa ng 15 minutes, lumabas ka, pumasok ka sa Delta Gate, saan ka dumaan?
Sa Delta Gate po,
Pumasok
sir.
ka sa Delta Gate, susundin yung mga security ron. Ako si Jeffrey Pinpin, transitioning na ako, kasali pa ako rito. Parang abnormal lang kaunti. Yung naging actuations mo doon, nag-assume ka ng function kahit na-relieve ka na noong February 9. Babalikan kita pero I see some abnormalities here. Siguro patanungin ko muna si Senator De La Rosa. Special flight number 9527. Iyan, ibig sabihin pag N, is this an American registry? Is this an FAA registered aircraft? Nalapitan mo yung aeroplano?
Sir, hindi po. Kasi ang...
Hindi ka nakalapit sa aeroplano?
Sir, medyo malapit lang po. Kasi I only help Officer Juban to process po yung documents. Po,
Ba't hindi niya kaya kung siya lang?
Sir, I was there when I arrived po dun sa area. I was informed by Officer Juban na merong additional na isang pasahero po. Since prior to my position po as a Deputy Chief for Monitoring, I was a long time duty immigration supervisor po and enforcement
Pero
supervisor.
na-relieve ka na. Attorney Tansinko, one last retort from you. Is there anything abnormal here? An officer who was relieved is trying to reassume his former functions when he was relieved 4 days prior to that event. Anything unusual here?
Yes, Your Honor. Precisely, we issued the show cause order for his inordinate delay in the assumption from February 9 to February 15.
Oh, kasi po, halimbawa, may flight na naman bukas, nagpunta uli siya, sabihin niya, nagta-transition uli siya. So wala nang katapusan yung transition. Having said that, I think we preliminary established here that he has no concern. He is not supposed to be there during that night of February 13 because he was already relieved. If he was already transitioning, he has to concentrate on his transitioning mode. Senator De La Rosa, I think you have some follow-up questions. You're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would like to remind you that you are under oath, ha? Ayaw ko na madagdagan yung 2 pulis doon sa baba ng kulungan namin pagka nagsisinungaling ka dito. Hindi ba yung issue na sinasabi mo, merong issue, hindi ba yung nagkakaroon ng issue dahil nagreklamo yung PNP na merong pinapalusot ng mga alien dito? Hindi ba yun ang issue na monitor mo?
Sir, it was ibang special flight po yun. It was an earlier special flight po. It was a special flight from Hong Kong po. Quick turnaround flight na galing sa Hong Kong and was here to pick up two Brazilian passengers en route to Vietnam po.
Okay, balik tayo rin kung sitwasyon. Na-relieve ka na 4 days. Ngayon, yung particular night na nakita ka, nandoon ka, whatever, anong ginagawa mo doon, nagpapacilitate ka na makalayas, makalusot yung mga tao na yon from our territory, from our jurisdiction, whatever, your reason to be there. Baliktarin natin. Kung merong na-discover na may pinapalusot na tao doon, in that particular night, at iimbestigahan ka, ano magiging sagot mo? Hindi mo ba sabihin mo, uy, wala na ako pakialam dyan, relieve na ako, effective Pitsa 9. 4 days before, relieve na ako. Bakit ako, I cannot be held liable for any malpractices or any issues na nangyayari dyan. Di ba? Ganun ang gagawin mo?
I'm sorry sir. I was there kasi po ang assumption ko dahil hindi pa po ako nag-a-assume sa intelligence unit. I was still the deputy.
Kaya nga nandun ka. Bigyan kita ng senaryo. Oh, may nangyaring hindi maganda doon sa gabi na yon. At ikaw ngayon tinutumbok dahil hindi mo na-monitor sa trabaho mo na nakalayas, nakasibat itong mga wanted personnel, mga wanted people, wanted persons dito sa ating bansa, nakalusot. Ngayon, nagsisisihan na, pointing fingers. Nakalusot sila. Hindi mo na-monitor, sabihin, responsibilidad mo yon. Hindi ba? Sasagutin mo? No, I cannot be held liable for that because I was already relieved 4 days ago. Di ba? Yun ang gawin mong rason?
Kaya lang sir, during that time, hindi pa rin, sorry po, hindi pa kasi po talaga ako nakakapag-assume doon sa intelligence division.
Ay, it doesn't matter kung naka-assume ka o hindi. Naka-assume ka o hindi. Tanggal ka na nga relieve ka na nga You are relieved of your position doon sa yung previous position mo. Bakit nandoon ka? Yan ang tanong ng ating chairman. Yun ang tanong natin. So anyway, I believe yung ating commissioner na si Commissioner Dancinco may reasonable ground to believe that you have committed some infractions dahil nga pinasyukos order ka niya Am I correct, Attorney Dancinco?
Sir, the show cause order and the answer of Mr. Pinpin is now with our Board of Discipline for determination whether a formal charge will be issued against him.
Okay, thank you. We will leave it at that. Kayo nang bahala. Sana aksyonan yung properly ito.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chair, balikan ko lang yung kaninang... If I may add? Please.
May add, yung explanation mo, Mr. Pinpin, your assumption of your new functions has nothing to do with your relief. Your relief is not a condition sine qua non for you to assume your new function. Pwede kang ma-relieve na wala pang bagong assumption. Relieve ka lang, floating ka. So, hindi pwedeng na-relieve ka na hindi ka alis doon sa dati mong pwesto. And vice versa, kung yun yung sinabi ko kanina. And I have here, Senator De La Rosa, I have here his latest affidavit. I think this is the answer to the show cause order. Ang sabi niya, I erroneously believe that my PO took only effect upon my official assumption. So I took the initiative to go to NAIA Balabagram. This was 15 minutes, as you mentioned, to check the said flight. Upon arriving at the NAIA Balabagram, I checked on the assigned immigration officer, which was I.O. Glenn Ivan Uban. And then continuing, your last 3 paragraphs, my presence, and I'm quoting you, this is under oath, my presence at the NAIA Balabagram, albeit unauthorized, sinabi mo rito, unauthorized ka, was on the erroneous belief that I was still functioning. So, na-relieve ka na. So, inamin mo na-relieve ka na. You now give the discretion to the appointing, designating authority kung sino yung kapalit mo. Di ba? Narilip ka na, bakante na yon, wala ka na doon. Hindi mo hintayin na mag-assume ka naman doon sa papalitan mong bago, yung Regional Intelligence Office. So walang, kung naka-float ka, kung saan papawid ka, it has nothing to do with your relief. The mere fact that you were relieved February 9 has nothing to do with your assertion of having an ongoing function which is violative of section Article 177 of the Revised Penal Code. Alam mo ang tawag doon? Usurpation of public functions. Alam mo ang penalty doon? 40 years imprisonment. Let me cite the exact provision. Any person who shall knowingly, inadmit mo rito under oath, and falsely represent himself to be an officer, agent, or representative of any department. Falsely na ito, na-relieve ka na eh. Wala ka ng authority, pwede kang hinga ng papel. Authorized ka ba? Relieve na ho ka. Paano ginagawa mo rito? Who under the pretense of official position shall perform any act pertaining to any person in authority shall suffer the penalty of prison correctional in its minimum and medium periods. There you go, ang liwanag nito. So, relieve ka na, dapat turnover ka na lang, pero interesado ka pa rin. Pero yung sinabi mo sa akin kanina, na alas 4 ka pa doon, pumasok ka ata alas 7 ng gabi. Di ba? Galing ka doon sa Terminal 3, di ba? Dito, alas 7 ng gabi nakalagay dito, 1700, 5 o'clock. So I took the initiative to go to the Balagbag. Pero kanina, sinasabi mo, nakarinig ka ng issue, 7 p.m. pa.
Yes sir, kasi po nagstay ako ng matagal sa NAIA po, sa Terminal 3 during that time po. Kasi although on call po yung
Hindi ka na on call, relieve ka na eh. Relieve ka na February 9 eh. Wala nang tatawag sa'yo doon. Disassociate yourself from that previous position because you will already relieve effective February 9. So hindi ka na talaga on call. Wala na magko-call sa'yo. So we have your answer to the show cause given to you by Attorney Tansinko. I think Senator De La Rosa has a follow-up question, but we'd like to acknowledge the virtual presence of Senator Grace Poe. Senator De La Rosa, you still have the floor.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. Ang tatanong dyan kung mag-iisip ka, anong meron? Anong meron? Bakit insisting kang mag-duty dyan kahit relieve ka na? Anong meron? Bakit ka nagpupumilit pumunta dyan? Tanggal ka na relieve ka na So, I leave that question to the board na magde-decide sa kaso ni Mr. Pinpin, Attorney Tansinko. Mr. Chair, follow up ko lang yung tanong kanina ni Senator Tolpo about who is in charge of security. Dahil basic at napakakuha nito kuha nitong question na ito Kailangan talagang isettle natin ito before everything goes out of hand. Dahil pag nagkakaroon ng terrorist attack dyan sa NAIA o nagkakaroon ng hijacking, sinong sisisihin natin? Klaruhin natin dito. Mr. Chung, sino ba talagang in charge dyan?
Before you answer, for the record, I'd like to inform Senator De La Rosa that 48 hours ago, the former chief of the aviation group, General Abirin, was transferred to Police Regional Office 7. He's now in charge of Pro 7. The former head of Pro 7, General Biari, is now the ABSI group. Ano ba, nag-turnover na? Nag-turnover na?
Bukas, sir. Bukas.
Bukas ang turnover.
Yes, sir.
Similar to the examples I gave Mr. Pinpin. Nagpalit si General Abirin at si General Biaris. Si General Biaris hindi na, while transitioning, turnover na yan Hindi na siya pwedeng mag-order ng mga kung ano-anong raid sa Cebu, sa Bohol. Transitioning na Turnover na, effective 48 hours ago yan. Ganon din dito kay General Abirin. Hindi na siya pwedeng mag-issue ng ibang mga directives. Transitioning na Yung sa'yo, transitioning, nag-assume ka pa. Di ba? So bukas ang turnover sa ABSI Group?
Yes, sir. Tomorrow, sir.
So effective kailan ba yung order ng craft?
17, sir.
So
March
effective 17, ano ngayon? 20.
Yes, sir.
So effective 17, Si General Biaris na ang head ng ABSI Group. So si General Biaris hindi na magpipipirma sa Cebu kagaya ng ginawa ni Mr. Penpin. Maliwanag yun. Senator De La Rosa, you can continue with your questions.
Yes, thank you. And to add to that, Mr. Chair, alam mo, pag umalis na yung commander, relieve na siya, kung hindi pa dumating yung incoming, dahil nga babiyahe pa no, from Manila to Cebu, ang nag-a-assume dyan as the commander is the next in command, second in command, yung number 2. Hindi pwedeng siya, ay yung natanggal na ay magpapangsyon pa rin. Nandyan yung number 2 as kapalit habang hindi pa nag-take over yung na-issue ng order. So, yun lang, Mr. Chair. Balikan ko lang si Mr. Chong. Sino ba talaga in charge ng security dyan?
Mr. Chair, our head of security will answer the question to clarify. Sir, General Manny Gonzales.
Yes, go ahead, sir. You have the floor.
Good morning, Mr. Chair, and good morning, Senator Bato. So, I'm the Assistant General Manager of MIA for Security and Emergency Services. I'm the one supervising assisting the General Manager in implementation of the security. But let me appraise you about how the security coordination has been...
Okay na. Basta, just ikaw in charge.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Para mabilis tayo. Nung bumiyahe ako, I was told by PNP ABSICOM na, sir, pasensya ka na. Dito lang kami, hindi na kami makapasok diyan sa loob. Binawalan na kami pumasok. Is this true, Mr. Chong? Na binawalan ninyo pumasok yung PNP ABSI Group doon sa loob ng NAIA?
No, sir. That's not true, sir. In fact, during our coordination meeting with the PNP ABSI Group, sir, it was clarified that the access passes that were given to them, they have actually, they're authorized to enter the NAIA premises, sir.
So, mali pala yung nagsabi sa akin taga ABSI Group na hindi sila makapasok. Dahil, alam mo, prangkahan lang tayo, prangkahan tayo. Kung yun ay naging reaction ninyo, bakit nyo binawalan ang mga ABSI Group pumasok sa NAIA? Dahil galit kayo, sila ang nagbulabog sa itong cause ng itong issue na itong inimbestigahan natin ngayon. Kung galit kayo, that's a very immature reaction. That's a very immature reaction. Huwag ninyo i-compromise yung security ng airport dahil sa natouch yung pride ninyo na binulabog ng pulis yung inyong trabaho dyan. That's very immature. I should tell you frankly. Ganito, alam niyo, basahan kita ng batas para maklaro ninyo ito. RA 6975, Section 35. Section 35, Paragraph 7, Aviation Security Unit. For that matter, the Aviation Security Group of the PNP. Shall secure all the country's airports against offensive and terroristic acts that threaten civil aviation, exercise operational control and operation and supervision over all agencies involved in airport security operation, and enforce all laws and regulations relative to air travel protection and safety. Ito ba'y na-amend na batas? Ito ba'y na-supersede na ng another batas? Or ito ba'y na-repeal na batas? I'm sure, hindi pa. O bakit, saan ka makakita ng Aviation Security Group na binabawalan pumasok sa loob ng airport? Alam nyo, kung lahat, nakasabi dito, lahat ng security unit sa loob ng airport ay under operational control and supervision ng PNP ABSI Group. So dapat yung sino yung nag-i-inspection dyan sa nagkakapkap, yung OTS, dapat yung airport police ninyo which is contestable yung constitutionality paggawa ninyo ng airport police dahil according to the Constitution, there is only one police force, civilian in character, national in scope, and it is the Philippine National Police. Dapat hindi kayo gagawa-gawa ng sarili niyong pulis dyan. Kung gagawa kayo ng unit dyan, security. Hanggang security lang, hindi pulis. Dapat. Alam niyo, kung magkakaroon ng hijacking dyan, magkakaroon ng terrorist attack, sino sisisihin? Sila. Dahil by law, according to this law, sila ang in charge sa security dyan. Sila ang sisisihin. Ngayon, binabawalan ninyo, that's unacceptable. You are violating the law. Kung ganyan ang ginagawa ninyo. Hindi po pwede yung ginagawa niyo ganun. That's violation of law. Kapag nagkakaroon ng hijacking dyan, sa buong Pilipinas, walang ibang technically qualified na mag-conduct ng counter-hijacking operations sa mga aeroplano, kundi itong SOU ng PNP ABSI Group. Ginastuhan sila ng gobyerno, tinrain sila ng gusto para dyan, at para sa mga terrorist attacks, sila ang in charge. So dapat, huwag ninyo silang pagbawalan. Not even the armed forces of the Philippines can interdict counter-hijacking operations. By law, sila lang ang authorized na mag-conduct. Kaya, huwag ninyong, dahil ayaw ninyo, i-violate yung batas na ito. Mali po yun. So, dapat ayusin niyo yung inyong security operational situation dyan para hindi kayo magka-problema. Then, isang pagkakamali lang. Isang bomba lang nasasabog dyan sa airport. Lahat kayo mananagot. At kung hindi nyo naayos yan, hindi maganda po. So yun lang, i-remind lang kita sa batas, Mr. Chong, na sila po ang in charge, kaya huwag nyo pagbabawalan. Hindi po maganda. Alam ko marami na kayo nangyayari problema dyan. Mayroon na kayo iringan dyan. Nag-away na sino yung colonel dyan na inaway yung police, airport police. Dahil nga, binabawalan sila pumasok. I don't see any reason bakit bawalan ninyo. Silang in charge sa security tapos hindi makapasok sa airport. Ganun ba? Anong klaseng pag-implement ng batas yan? May sarili kayong batas na gustong pairalin? In-snap niyo itong batas na ito? This is Republic Act 6975. Hindi po niyo pwedeng gawin yan. Trabaho nila yan, mandato ng PNP ABSI Group na i-secure ang lahat ng airport ng Pilipinas at lahat ng mga security units within that airport na nag-operate ay under sa kanilang operational control and supervision. Ginagawa ba niyo yan ngayon? Yung inyong airport police dyan, under operational supervision ba ng ABSI Group? Hindi. Alam ko, hindi. Hindi nyo, yung UTS ba? Unlike other airports in the country, Davao, Cebu, Iloilo, okay mas sila doon, walang problema. Ang pulis pasok, labas-pasok sa airport. Dahil nga, alam nila na mandato ng pulis yan, i-secure ang airport. Pero bakit ito sa Naya? Binabawalan ninyo. Dahil na-touch yung pride ninyo, dahil binulabog ng pulis yung palusot na inimbestigahan ngayon dito. Mali po yun. I am advising you. I am advising you na mali po yun. Ayusin yung security dyan dahil isang sabog lang dyan, problema tayong lahat. Mr. Chong.
Noted, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.